There's really not a whole lot going on around here. The snow's still thawing. I'm working on a new crochet project. After I finished this jacket, I took a break for a couple weeks from any kind of fiber arts, but I've been kind of bored and running out of things to do inside, so I decided to pick my hooks back up. Let me show you what I'm working on. I'm working on a cardigan. It's a granny hexagon cardigan. So you basically crochet a hexagon and you fold it up and it makes the shape of a sweater. So this is going to be half of it. So you have to make 2 really big hexagons and then put them together, and then you have a cardigan. See, it's a hexagon. I had seen this pattern come up a couple times and I was kind of on the fence about whether or not I wanted to try making it, but then this picture of Jason Momoa wearing a hexagon cardigan started circulating the internet, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. So here we are. Now I'm making one. Gabe is at our neighbor's place right now, checking out his rabbits, see what he's got. We're not quite ready to buy any yet, but he is going to check out what breeds he has to start getting an idea of what he might be able to get from him. I'm taking a course right now with the Workout Witch called, I think it's called Release Your Neck and Shoulders or something. And it's a 30-day course. You have to do it every day. And I know that today I'm supposed to write down 4 traumas that I'm ready to let go of on a piece of paper, rip up the paper and light it on fire. And when I first read that, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was cringeworthy. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But I paid for this course, so I'm gonna do whatever she tells me to do. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that today. Smells like middle school.
Why does it smell like middle school?
Because we used to smoke joints rolled up in Post-its.
It's pretty disgusting.
It was disgusting. Let go. Big on trauma. So it's been a couple days since we did that trauma release exercise thing, and like I said, I thought it was kind of hooey, but I did it anyway. And afterwards, I think either that evening or the next morning, I noticed that I had developed a canker sore in my mouth on this side. So I looked up what it means in German New Medicine. If you haven't heard of German New Medicine, it's a school of medicine, just like traditional Chinese medicine, in that it's different from Western medicine and has a more holistic view of the body and illness. German New Medicine in particular is based around the idea that physical ailments and diseases are rooted in emotional conflicts and external toxins, as opposed to in Western medicine, everything is just blamed on genetics and bacteria and germs and stuff like that. So anyways, I looked up canker sores in German New Medicine because it's just something that we've been learning more about lately. There's one page I found that said canker sores are essentially, they show up when you're in the healing phase of an anger conflict. I thought that was really interesting, and it made sense to me that after doing that exercise of writing down the traumas and burning them, that I'm having this physical release, because there was definitely some anger issues associated with those traumas that I wrote down that I was ready to release. So I think it worked. And maybe that sounds a little bit woo-woo to you, but I've been diving into the realm of woo-woo for a long time. I have often found that it almost 100% of the time resonates with me and is based in truth that I am able to observe. Part of moving up to Iowa for me and changing our lifestyle so drastically was using it as an opportunity to take the time to do some really deep healing and that has definitely occurred, and it has been a lot different than what I was envisioning, and a lot more uncomfortable than I was envisioning, in the sense that I have learned that it does come up in the form of physical discomfort when you're releasing old shit, like the canker sore, for example. So there's been several what I would call healing episodes that I've experienced that are comparable to that, where I get taken out for a couple days by physical symptoms that I can't really easily explain to people. It's not like a situation where it's like she's not gonna come to dinner or whatever, she's not feeling well because she has a cold or she has a fever, she has the flu. It's never anything like that. So it's like kind of random shit that just like really lays me out. Like this canker sore, it's not just a canker sore. There's a lot being released because there's also pain along my jaw of stagnant lymph that I've been helping to move along. So it's the canker sore, which is uncomfortable, makes it hard to talk and hard to eat. The stagnant lymph, or what was stagnant lymph, that seems to be working its way through me, that's been uncomfortable. And I've also just been like exhausted. And I'm in my follicular phase right now, so I should be in a more energetic state, but I've just been so tired. So I share all that just to offer a different perspective to health and healing, and to share the way that I view health and healing, share the perspective that symptoms don't mean that you're sick. They're not something that you need to fix or get rid of. Symptoms are a sign of healing. That's what I believe, and that's what I have found to be true. And I found a lot of value in treating symptoms by not treating them, by just letting them ride out. Because the other thing is, there's this idea that if you agree with that belief that symptoms are signs of healing, if you suppress those symptoms, then whatever it is that you were healing from, that those symptoms were reflecting, isn't going to pan out all the way. So whenever you suppress your symptoms, whatever it is you're suppressing is going to find a way to come back up in the future. So if you can, I know it's not always possible because we have work and jobs and families and responsibilities that can make it so that we need to take symptom suppressing medications and treatments. But if we can ride them out, it'll benefit us in the long term, in the sense that we're allowing our bodies to fully process whatever it is that it needs to process, whether it's from an emotional conflict or detoxing from something in our external environments.